And then, okay, wait, it looked like Macdella was like in there for a second, and okay, wait, I'm like still on the same microphone. Literally, what's happening? Uh, I'm I'm back in here. Like it was running. Okay, yeah, what was happening to you there, Macdella? Was did something like happen there? You're asking if it's still at 100%. Honestly, I'm okay. I'm asking like how's the how's the audio for one? Is the audio here? If the audio is here, like I think we're gonna make it or something. Um, it's as you could see, it was like down to 27% for a second, and then it's like spiking weirdly. You're saying less drawing, more computer issues. I'm very fascinated, but perhaps not fascinated enough to keep on looking at that. Truly, what in the hell? I mean, honestly, we can see that the highest, I don't know, usage things up at the top there are OBS and Chrome, but this one is just like smoother in Chrome. Is it not supposed to fluctuate? Is my shit for real on the verge of death? I'm I'm I it's entirely possible that this has happened like once or twice on streams, like probably on a couple of gaming streams, I would guess, and a couple of those. Um, but like the microphone was like a little bit further away from the fan, so maybe it wasn't as noticeable. Okay, you're saying, how did I do that? Or what did I do to harm it earlier to a stream that doesn't exist? I'm also wondering that. You got in here before I got in here, from what I can see. Okay, so what you feel like drawing? Ah, I'm looking at some fun art styles, some cool art styles. There's at least the audio does not seem, I don't know, actively malicious anymore, is what I will say. Okay. You see yellowish now? Why? Why? What? Which of these? Did I do what as well? Okay, what? Just like the canvas is maybe a little yellowish? I or your eyeballs are experiencing the color yellow. I mean, that's if that's just the thing that happens to your eyeballs, that's within the normal purview of things that can happen. You saying I've been clicking mysterious links? I didn't think they were that mysterious. The real world is yellow now. All right, yeah, that might just you are in Mexico from Breaking Bad. You are in Mexico from Breaking Bad. That's I know the solution to this one, as it were, is experiencing the yellow in his own two eyes, indeed. Alright, what else am I looking at? Some neotenous features for this character with the cool eyebrows, as I try to see if I can imitate an art style. I don't know, that's always fun to do, I want to say. But I definitely want to approach these with like more goals, because I feel aimless, but I also haven't been like setting an aim to sort of remedy that feeling. Let's put some eyeball in here, one like this. Yeah, this is the essence of art style, basically. You're saying, what's happening today? The link promised free Robux. Ugh. Yeah, what the hell did I sign up for recently? No, the suspicious things I've been doing were mostly on my phone. like, yeah, I couldn't log into Netflix even though we're paying for Netflix in the household, and so I visited random website instead of Netflix for a second. That was over the weekend. I watched the first episode of Scott Pilgrim animated series, and then I watched the original 2012 Panty and Stocking. The that's it's kind of peak, honestly. Shouldn't have tried to watch it while eating, but it is kind of peak. You're saying no link has free Robux. Come on, no, look, the suspicious links that I was clicking and specifically installing onto my mobile phone that I use for everything and has personal information and banking information and all of my contacts on it. The suspicious links that I was clicking about that were for free webtoon coins. They and those are like offered through the webtoon service. Do they vet all of them? I don't know. Did I get all of the coins? Also no. It had me install Alibaba shopping for a second, and then I would get 10 free webtoon coins, and then I could see the next episode of For Your Murder, because I had just like a little bit of coins left, but like not quite enough, so I needed 10 specifically from Alibaba. Anyway, I don't know. I went through with that. It didn't give them to me. You're saying Panty and Stocking mention? Yes. Yes! Oh my gosh. I was excited about it specifically because Panty and Stocking has its new season, and I've seen some clips, and the voice talent seems incredible. Simply amazing. But I had no idea that it's incredible because the legacy is continuing. The original show was like that too. Right, let's get a little bit of eyeballs in here. It's yeah, I watched it with my girlfriend, and and she was like in the middle of trying to write down some story ideas or something, and I was like, hey, hang out with me. Is this gonna be disruptive if I if I catch you for just 2 episodes, but also the episodes of Panty and Stocking are stuck together, and so it's technically going to be 4 short episodes. Free coins, that sounds shady no matter what coin it is. You know, it was it's offered through the comic reading service itself, which is why I have at least a little bit of reason to trust it. But also, when I'm like going into all of these offers and things, I find it difficult to believe that the webtoon service or Tapas webcomic service, I find it hard to believe that they actually vet these mobile games and stuff. I have played the most rancid mobile games that you see all of those advertisements for in trying to get another episode of my webcomic. They're saying my PC is destroyed, get a new one. Actually make one yourself, that'd be even better. I mean, I guess I have sort of been wondering about one. You're saying crazy day today? Certainly irregular. You're saying it was Dogecoins though, they are very legit. Rest in peace, Doge. There's Kai saying, they got Twinks in the new season, saying, what the hell in the dub? True peak. Oh my gosh. And then, I actually didn't know that, the first season I didn't know it was from 2012. The stylish art or something, it really made me, I thought it was gonna be, like, from the 2000s. I thought it was gonna be more close to the Powerpuff Girls or something. Can I move this? Can I move this? Imagine if both of your eyebrows went in the same direction. Imagine that. Alright, get a little bit over here. You're saying also be careful with the Gorn websites. Always use an ad blocker. I've been using protection, okay? I've been using an ad blocker. But also, I don't know, lately my website for more webcomics, which is the mainly where I am in regards to all of this, is a couple of panels like out of nowhere will not load and things, and I don't know, it gets kind of a choppy connection, let's say. Boom, get some eyebrows up in here. I do like this shape for eyebrows, but I don't know what's with my inability to make them even today. But we're in digital art and we're here to have a good time. Sounds great, actually. I will watch Panty and Stocking. Sold by the Twinks, huh? Honestly, it's quite funny. It's quite funny. It's the most crass, but also when we went in there, I was like, is this the best English dub I've ever experienced, actually? Is this maybe the best? And then the abrupt humor style. It's definitely too much, but also, but sometimes that's what we're in the goddamn mood for. And then I realized that some of the songs off of the soundtrack were already in my playlist, which is always a good realization to have. Get a little bit of this, a little bit of this. My respect for you as an artist has risen since you cut off the eyebrow. Hey, sometimes I have the other eyebrow, a symmetrical eyebrow within these hands, within these fingers. Not today. Not today. We've barely survived in the stream as it is, and this is all that's left. Okay, you're saying I constantly do that, you're a true artist, you're so serious? Copy one feature and mirror it. The other side of drawing is for the weak. Yes, you're weak. Yes, I am. How'd you know? We simply have to own it at some point. And the point is now. And the point is to have a good time. Alright, so go like this. Is this an art style where if I were to continually copy it, maybe all of the time, then would I develop one of my own that I find satisfying? Because I'm like looking at the early works of artists that I look up to, and everyone's gone through the fan art phase where they're like, here I am, I'm 12 to 9 years old. I'm absorbing all of the artistic knowledge into my hands, and who is helping me on this journey? Naruto. That's who. And Sasuke. So is that the essential ingredient I'm missing? Is that the whimsy I'm missing? Maybe put some eyeball in here. Try to keep it a little bit even. You're killing me. You're killing me. Oh my god. Okay. I'm glad at least that I started the stream closer to where I meant to today. I kind of hit the minute for once. I mean, everything was off the rails from there, but that's what we've got. Okay, we mirror a single thing and then we proceed to beef the rest of it. That's what's happening, I suppose. Maybe it's okay to have very googly eyes that don't really make sense to me to draw. Maybe that's okay. Maybe that's within the range of things. Whoa, hello to River. You're saying to watch Fiona and Cake. Oh, wait, I was just seeing like still images of the hunters back muscularly posted to my timeline. You mean to say that's from the whole show that's coming out? Do we have a new season of Fiona and Cake? When does Fiona and Cake air? Please, 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 please. August. And then, okay, it has been back for like 2 weeks or something. You're saying Trans Hunter, it's airing now. Oh, good God. Okay, between that and Has-Been Hotel and who knows what else is airing in the cartoons right now. This is really picking up, isn't it? So, you're saying you can barely hear. And you're in hell because you're doing a thesis. Oh, Well, hey, nevertheless, good luck with you. There's celebrations of Fiona and Cake being mentioned. That's some good stuff. And you're saying to check out a game. Sure. What game have you got? I haven't got very much space on this laptop, which is also important to note, this laptop is also dying right now. So what have you got? Is it a can it be on my browser, please? Not that the browser is treating us any better. You're saying bye, sweet Carol. Oh, very good. So, and please play Dispatch. It is worth your time. Now that one for sure is not in the browser. I know it. I've gone on long enough with this laptop, haven't I? It's time to figure something out, or at least figure out what's doing all of this to me. Yeah, I've seen clips of Dispatch. It looks really good. It does look appealing. For some reason, I specifically know the set of actions that you need to take to kiss another dude as a dude in that game, but I don't know the plot of the game. I just know the gay recipe. That's it. You say saying the laptop's too dead for that. Ooh, there's a scenario that I think I can get set up with a proper sort of gaming PC. I mean, it also has issues crashing, and there's some kind of remote desktop thing that I need to do, but I mean, there is a PC I can use that is a real one that has not incurred any damage from being carried to class 2 days a week. I've been just kind of lobbing this thing around, which is quite bad for something that holds so much information and utility and good quality in it. I've just been chucking this thing into a bag, so I'm surprised that this is in good shape still. So the River is saying, hi Vijaro, you're saying ADHD and thesis do not mix, not recommended. Oh, are you doing your thesis on ADHD, or you just have ADHD? We already knew this, and the ADHD is, putting itself onto your thesis in a difficult way. All right, what else was I looking for? I was looking for Bye, Sweet Carol. Good. Bye, Sweet Carol. Oh, it's a survival game. Goodness, I've had so many recommendations. Ooh, the art style is definitely like classic Disney inspired, or at least Disney Renaissance inspired, huh? A little bit of Belle, a little bit of Beauty and the Beast in those eyes, in those cheeks. Well, it's quite pretty. Oh my gosh, I've gotten so many game recommendations. It's I suppose if I am successful in getting that PC set up, then the next thing to do is become a gaming channel or something. It's honestly the most requested thing at this point. Although watching cartoons has made me happy, and I'm wondering what the state of copyright strikes is. God, on doing a reaction to things type YouTube these days, because I mean the editing was kicked my ass all the time, but there were fun times too. So what do I want? I wonder. Okay, there's really saying, am I the only one hyped with Pluribus? Pluribus? I don't know. I'll look it up and see if you are. Let's see. Oh, thriller series. Oh, okay. Ooh, oh. Wait, is it bad that I almost kind of trust it more because it's like on Apple TV? Oh, wait, created by Vince Gilligan. Okay. I don't need to have watched all of Breaking Bad in order to understand Vince Gilligan's next thing. I I need to have watched all of Breaking Bad because it's Breaking Bad, and you need to watch that, which is a different kind of thing to say. Okay, so the new show from the creator of Breaking Bad. So you had said that already, and you're saying your thesis is about movies, and I did miss piggy noises. I've been compared to Kermit before, so that's good. There's River going to sleep. Stay healthy with this stress of a thesis upon you. Gosh, I haven't thought about. Oh my gosh, what I could or should do about a thesis. Alright, so let's go like this. There's Half Lazy saying, finish my Minecraft skin. Should I send it in the Discord for you to check out? And if so, which channel? I think it goes in art, probably. If you're still here, if I haven't gotten massively distracted in everything, yeah, definitely art. There's you're saying it's not Breaking Bad related, though it is original, and you're swearing to watch things. And there's River saying, thank you very much. Did I mention we had a super typhoon? It was, from the sound of things, it was really, really hitting Decipher over there in the Discord, yeah. Then there's, okay, good night, Cholo. You won't regret the adventures of Fiona and Cake. Ooh. So, what are we looking at? What are we looking at? A little bit of art. You're saying, stay safe, River. I will find you if you die. I mean, not to be morbid, but sometimes that's the nature of storms. You're gonna want to identify what's going on there. Hello. Ooh. Okay. What's the safest way for me to open up external links? I think it's probably still over here. That's my first guess. Let's do it and go, because it hasn't been asking me to sign into every email from there. Ooh, wait, I'm seeing this in your YouTube profile picture too. Hello. Okay, wait, okay, comparing it from the YouTube profile picture to the Minecraft, is it wild to say that this feels like it kind of belongs in the Minecraft sort of pixel style belongs here? I can drag it around as well. Ooh, hello. I'm holding you upside down. Okay, and a little in the back. Oh, a hoodie. Very nice. Is this a form of a goose? You're saying not enough tabs for 100% CPU usage. Honestly, ain't that right? We're at a measly little. Oh, I was gonna say 95, but it cooled itself down for a second there. Isn't that something? Weird links contribute, I'm sure, but too many tabs. I've had more tabs open, so I'm so damn curious what's different today. Anyway, this is quite fun. Is that wings on the side of the head? Ooh, I haven't tried very much at creating a Minecraft skin before, but the little floaty bits on the face and head fascinate me. So there's a vampire goose. Ooh. Of all the most menacing creatures to invent, oh my gosh. Hence the wings on the head instead of the ears as well. That's really fun, oh my gosh. And over 60% of RAM usage. Yeah, maybe there's an OBS like update that I'm missing. I don't know. But yeah, here's this delightful art. I'm loving it. There's Half Lazy saying there's so much fun, especially once you understand how to use the overlays. It's looking so good indeed. Wow. Okay, here we are. Here we're going. Something's acting me in the server. What you doing? It never hurts to send the little reminder for the notes over here. We're imitating some styles. I draw things from the front a lot. I don't have Tumblr notifications on for very many things, but I have one on for this person that I saw or originally followed from Star Trek fan art because it was really good, and but then this person, this individual, proceeded to go into the actual military and actually flies jets around and stuff, and she's like posting the gossip of people who are like specifically like hot and while flying planes. That's that's a messy way to sum that up. And also, this character design in Gachiakuta is freaking amazing. It's simply incredible. Large zippers are not the half of it. What we're actually having is a cord as an accessory, as if this character is a lamp or something. Well, that's quite fun. There's Macdella saying, Gerald, do you want some ice cubes for the PC? It's dying over here. We can hear it. I mean, okay, yeah, the fans are fanning. Did something... Is something, like, stopping it from cooling off, maybe? I don't know. I have options. I say, looking around for what options I might have. Yeah, what if I prop this thing up? What if we put, like, just a little bit of, air underneath this thing? Large zipper isn't an aesthetic choice, it's a personality trait. We're liking it. You're saying the RAM is more normal. Mine's 70%. Chrome snorts the RAM like an addict. Alright. Okay. I'm feeling normal. Okay. You're saying I'm begging you to make a hard reset with your passwords and important data stored on a third-party storage. Oh, I'm kind of really curious what's on my PC. I know that the functionality, or at least for me, the functionality has been hindered by having a lot of videos on it, which is a different thing than the CPU. I know, but I don't know, I wasn't able to install more things, like all of the wonderful games that people recommend. Oh man. I dropped something on the ground and now I have to do laundry. Alright, this is my idea for cooling off the laptop at this moment. The shells aren't really involved. This thing is just where I was keeping them. So my idea right now is to just kind of prop it up on this so that like the air escapes and stuff a little better. There's logic going on here. I don't know, for a while my little brother had the incredible computer hack of putting a frozen water bottle on it, which does take down the temperature. That is something legitimately that happens. You're saying use the shells for cooling? You're about that? We're cracking open the water. Oh my god. Okay, you're saying it reminds me of a Hunter x Hunter character. I don't know which one though. There were some fun character designs in that, honestly. I have taken so many suggestions so far, only for the very next one to be try pouring cold water on it. Extremely amusing, honestly. And shrimp check, indeed. That's the good stuff. Thank you for the immediate counter offer in all of that. Don't pour cold water on your computer. Well, how about hot water? Can I interest you? Can I interest all of you in this chat right now in a little bit of hot water? Just a little bit of hot water. Presumably it's going to reach you safely through the stream. Okay, go like this for ears. That's a very wide ears indeed. And we're going to have some cool hair going out like this, with the larger chunks at the top and a little bit less at the bottom. Fun stuff. Use water cooler herself. She is hot, right? Is this Deltarune reference, perhaps? Are we referencing Deltarunes? Okay, what else are we looking at? Well, I mean, this style in particular, as recommended by Kai, has some cool things going on in the eyebrows, and I am honestly missing a couple of details, but it's pretty good otherwise. Saying, why don't I eat the laptop? And you're saying 100% pure water is safe for circuits. Distilled water is used to clean circuits. What about when they're running? There's distilled water in this house right now. There's distilled water in this house right now. How about when it's running? Home slice? Sploosh, sploosh, motherfucker. Okay, so there's putting yourself in timeout. Mods can do that. The more I learn, the more I know. Okay, so go like this. And what other hair details do I want? Devil's in the details, really. Saying the art style is reminding you a bit of Carmen Sandiego. Probably the level of detail is doing that also. Apparently, if you simplify one person's art style, it can look like another person's art style. This fascinates me. This fascinates me. We want a little tiny bit of eyelashes to happen. Pretty good. Pretty good. There's. It's like, if it's running, then you get her, go catch it. Oh. There's things to be doing. Okay. There's Magdala saying, I'll do it right now. Wait, we miss your presence, Magdala, in the timeout. Oh, they're saying it wouldn't technically damage the circuit, but if you pour it in there, in your room, with dust and other kinds of impurities, the water wouldn't be distilled anymore. Very interesting. Very interesting. So you gotta use it in like a dust-free environment, I would imagine. Are you testing out banning each other? That's pretty damn funny. Pretty damn funny. Alright, some numbers type of show. Object show things are happening. You can't ban another mod, it's impossible. Oh, the chance has been missed. Oh. It's been a while since I appreciated the seashells. And now, due to these weird circumstances, I am appreciating them again. Okay, so wait, you think maybe you can't ban yourself because you are another mod and you can't ban your you? Okay, I opened this up again to look at if it just shows me just the regular ass temperature. Maybe the lesson that I've learned from opening up the task manager today, though, is that I don't want to see any of that. I don't want to see any of that. Let's not look at that. Oh, bad. Ooh, nasty. There's Magdala exploring the options. Okay, what exactly do I've seen some good art styles. I don't know what it means to have learned an art style. How can I tell if I've learned an art style? I don't know. Let's freaking Google that for a second. Why not? How can I tell if I have learned an art style successfully? What's the inside? It's saying when I can consistently create original work from imagination and focus on design rather than just technical skill, and there's a distinct, recognizable voice that incorporates learned elements. A little bit vague for me. But more specific than I started out with, I guess. There's Kai saying peak art styles are being drawn. I do not know this character that I have drawn, but I do know that the eyebrows drew me in. Saying, is that the Funger Crow up there? Good question. Hello, the possible crow. Hello to Puddle Llama or Puddle AMA. Hi, Cheryl, can't stick around, but wanted to come in and say that I hope you're having a great day. Your videos always make my day better, and I hope things go well for you today. That's a very positive message. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you. Gosh, that's really got me wondering if you've been by before, and then due to the recent change in how YouTube presents usernames, am I recognizing or not recognizing? Alright, so the next thing that I'm trying to do is be over here and try a couple of things. Positivity spread it in the chat. How lovely. There's there's Greg saying this character came to me in a dream. Ooh. Now that's some interesting dreams. Now you're gonna say dream specifically and not a nightmare? Is some type of a buddy? I do love to hear it. Making more friends in your dreams. It's some good stuff. I wish it would come to me in a dream, if you know what I'm saying. Alright. I did title this stream Draw Your Type now, didn't I? Now with the bisexuality going on, there's a high chance that whatever I'm trying to draw could maybe be a type. but also I had forgotten that mission for a moment. Boom, you're saying I had to. Sorry, but I had to. Hey. We might not stream on Wednesdays anymore, but it's always Mass Effect on Wednesday. The amount of syllables that just came out of my mouth don't really make sense, but rest assured they were affirmative. You're saying can't lose the title for me? Yeah, it's like bearing a responsibility. It's like oh. Well, I almost transitioned from saying bearing a responsibility to bearing a load on your shoulders, which is a normal sentence that you can hear in so many normal contexts. You know the normal contexts? You know them. Okay, so here we go with a little bit more like this, a little bit of it. Okay. This pointy sort of art style with the simplified features has appealed to me a lot. But, I don't know if I've been able to make it look consistently good. Not in the least of which because I haven't been making it consistently. Here we go. So do I want these? What if we had big sad eyes? Always ask yourself this. Then is the brush that I'm drawing with chunky enough? I don't know. There's too much positivity. Let me balance it out. Butt hair in the summer day. Look, come on. That's gonna be positive for someone else too. How about it? Saying, brother, don't remind me. I would like to bear a load on my shoulder. There's a... Sometimes sentences are normal, and I can't say them with a straight face nevertheless. Sometimes sentences are normal. I'll tell you this right now. I'm telling you this right now. Yeah, for some reason, today I was looking at... Today I was looking at pictures from, 2018 and stuff. Apparently for 1 or 2 years I tried to have a haircut like Ramona Flowers, and I don't know that might actually be in some of my earliest videos, but I'm not entirely sure. At the very least, I started the channel at that time. Okay, because I think I was under the impression that hairstyle was going to be like good for my face or something, but it really depends. What you saying, show or it didn't happen? Oh, well, I mean, I did find those, I did find the pictures, but they are, I don't know, it's been a while back. Let's put this in here. I had a sequence of specifically looking at the camera, unsmiling, dramatic. Here we are looking glum. It's the exact same person, but I don't know. There you can see like the little strands, and then most of the time, however, this hairstyle came out like completely blunt bangs, and then also very blunt little wiggly strands of the same thing. You're saying, wait, show non-adult yet, Shara. Wait, 2018 is still 18 for you. Just on the, yeah, right up in there. You're saying, dang, you are old. Very, very well, very good. Here we age 1 million years before your eyes. You're saying that I'm the, okay, wait, if I'm like at the same angle. No, this is facing the other way. If I'm at the, and then I just sort of slide this in front. Yes. I mean, throughout my times of having short hairs, I haven't known which ones to have. I was also partially looking at it because I'm looking at the yee ass haircut that I have right now, and it's I'm perturbed. I'm perturbed, and I'm full of grease, and I don't know what to do to make this better. Maybe it has to be a little bit shorter. Maybe it has to be a little bit lighter. I don't know what's going on here, but I know that I've had some good hair days where I was happy, and then I've had days like today where I look at it and I'm sad. All right, there's, you're saying you do look the same but younger, which makes sense since you were younger. It's weird looking back on that because, I mean, I can see the places where aging lands. Like I'm pretty sure the eye bags are maybe never going away. A little bit more hollowness in the cheeks as opposed to roundness. You're saying it kind of makes sense now that you put it like that. You look younger because you were younger. You look younger due to being younger. That's good to know. That's good to know. Okay, so we have ears, and what exactly do I wish to put into this art style? Because I'm having the thoughts, the romantic little thoughts, that it would be very nice to scrapbook the people that I know and stuff. It would be really nice to keep a record of things that are happening to me in an artistic form. You're saying that you have some hollowness in your cheeks. And I do wonder, like, all of the words to put to it. I mean, naturally, I'm gonna expect, maybe if I'm looking at, okay, whenever I try to think of people aging from their 20s to their 30s, which I'm looking at so that I know what to look ahead for, I specifically envision the cast of College Humor and Dropout, because they posted a lot of videos in their 20s that I was super familiar with in College Humor, and then I kept watching their stuff into Dropout, and then one day the light just like hit them in a different way, and I was like, oh, oh, you're older all of a sudden, and that because that is what happens and it is natural. And honestly, you have all aged really well, and part of it is the makeup team. But what can I expect? What can I expect as somebody who does not go out into society? What can I expect from people 1 decade older than me? Saying, so that was your edgy era. We all had an edgy era, right? Honestly, I, mm, I, I had an edgy era when I was 14 and then also 19 to 20, honestly. I, I, I don't know how edgy it was. I just know that the the journal entries from 19 and trying to get this channel started, honestly, they were kind of depressing at times. I don't know. I was on a self-improvement kick that was also a self-destruction kick. Because I mean, what is improving yourself if not destroying every part of yourself that you dislike? And I feel like I still have some of that mindset within me. I'm just not having any of the benefits. As you're saying, which is rather convenient for some people that age. Oh, I can't say because yourself with the edge, you do. Oh, censorship for real. They're saying I'm too edgy for your normies. I am gay and stuff. Shut up. Oh my stars. We've been declared edgy indeed. Okay, what am I looking at? A little bit more of the eyeballs. Little bit more of the eyeballs. We are here drawing together some balls. That's the point of an art club. Okay, go like this. And what do I look at? What am I looking at? There's, guys, who just drew a sponge? That's so weird, dude. Hello, Somdeath Jr. Hello, Somdeath Jr. How are you? What's going on? Ooh. You know what? My first thought was that this is Burger Pants Undertale. Is that SpongeBob? Is that SpongeBob? Is it really? There's a little Togor, a little Napstablook. I really do like these characters, my gosh. There's... Wait, this is the second time, maybe even the third time you've said the sentence high death today? Oh my, oh my. I had contemplated my hairstyle, which maybe it's not that it's totally bothering me. Maybe it's just that it is time for a haircut. Oh dear. Oh no. I'm definitely seeing this. I'm not feeling better about it though. I keep looking up what do people do about their hair to be happy with it, to be oh. Let's just keep that out of frame if we can. Let's just keep that all clean and tidy and out of frame. Interesting. Alright. So, you almost got isekai today. It was frightening. You're saying to shave it? I mean, I feel like shaving the sides since, that's one state where I've been happy with it. But, the last time I cut off all of my hair and went bald, it was to have that excellent jar of human hair, which is my hair, which I have in my jar. But now I don't have nearly that amount, so it almost seems like, what's the point, really? Okay, so you almost got isekai. You're almost getting hit by a truck. Well, I hope you're doing all right. Oh dear, there's a, So it is possible to cut oneself with the edge. I mean, you'll still be perfectly conjoined. Okay, wait. The thought of a government science experiment specifically like still very much being a science experiment that maybe somebody should monitor, but also having an edgy teen phase. It's that's cracking me up, damn. Alright, so what happens when I try to draw the what's going on in here? Okay, I'm trying to combine specifically an art style with somebody that I know or somebody that I am and figure out fun little ways to depict life in comics and scrapbooking. It just seems like it would be very satisfying maybe to journal that way. Ooh, what if I had a rule for that? That whatever I depict, it has to be dramatic. Oh, you're telling the isekai story now? Well, you know I'm here to listen about it. What's going on? Alright, so here's a little bit of a nose as I keep on drawing things. And it is in fact a very little bit of a nose. How? I think several times I have really liked a more sketchy approach to drawings. Okay, go like this. Here we go, drawing some kind of strange and simplified mouth. You're saying you were going to the gym to get very yoked and stuff. Manly groans and Shazam. Some good description, some rich description. I'm practically in the moment, groaning manly. So here we go. Okay. And, you're saying that fantasy world is screaming for help? Which one now? The fantasy world of getting yoked at the gym? I suppose it is a fantasy world to me, who hasn't been to the gym. Alright, here's a little bit more like this. Okay, more of an angle like that for the things that can be done with this jaw. I've messed myself up again, haven't I? I have. Something's maybe let's just close that thing up. Let's just close that thing up. There's and while on the way back from there to my house where I invited my date, I almost got hit by a truck. He like barely pulled me back. Dang, wait. You're falling in the loves, in the feelings, in the emotions, having a romantic type time. And are you being so distracted that you nearly die? But your date is there to save you. I'm glad you didn't die, because that's the part that makes it cute. The part where you didn't die in all of this makes it very cute. Continue to be so cute for us. Okay, what isn't being saved a little bit cool? All right, sure. Okay, I'll tone it down. I'll tone it down. But lots of emphasis on the part where you totally did not die. Is what we'll say. You're saying I'm joking. Don't worry. Okay. Oh my god, perfect. What exactly do I want to put in here? Every my whole face is scrunching up in a smile because you didn't die and because you're alive. There we go. No other reasons. Okay, what am I looking at? Various angles. Sure, I guess it has not been that long since I've tried a self-portrait, but you know what? I think I started taking a bunch of selfies when I first learned how to draw, or was learning how to draw. Started taking a bunch of selfies because I thought I was going to use like all of them to learn how to draw stuff, and now I just have a bunch of pictures of myself and not that many drawings. So what gives? So there's such a good saying. Was it a white Mitsubishi for sure? If not, you wouldn't be isekai. Come on. What if we only know about the isekai in Japan? Because they have such a thriving comic industry. How about that? And other places with slightly less of a comic industry, or less of an urge to escape the work life. I don't know. You're getting into another world for sure, and it just looks different from the Japanese ones. How about that? Okay, you're saying the guy was drunk, so I think it counts. I have read that story. You might have entered the Korean isekai. If it's any other sort of truck, you're sent to the hospital, you become paraplegic, and then you become a secondary character to a telenovela. I say again. Like I was saying, I died on my way to the home from the gym when a truck killed me, and now I use Bussy to level up and be totally overpowered. What if I would read it though? There's okay, see? Every day we're having more innovation. Every day something gets a little brighter in this world, or a little brighter in specifically another world. Okay, go like this. Here is some hair, and this goes like that, and this other part of hair goes like that. I think part of the reason I got the hairstyle that I have now, that has since grown out maybe a little bit too much to have the kind of volume that I can naturally get out of it. I might have this because it looks a little bit like a comic character, at least when it's styled. It's amazing how I am alive with how often I'm in danger, honestly. Please continue being alive. Like I said, it's so freaking kawaii of you to be alive, living. It's saying I'm thankful I have heavenly luck. Hey, it's some good stuff, honestly. I can't decide how much. Okay, like a couple of times I've tried the simplified nose, but if I'm having an entire simplified head, then maybe I can put my own style of simple nose. There's a couple of options, honestly. If you put too much of a little bump, then it's kind of the Adam Tots art style, which is not bad. It's not bad per se, but I don't know if I've ever looked at that guy's art and been like, there I go, it's time to be inspired. I want my art to look like that specifically, so I don't know. There's Greg saying I saw an animated short film about multiple different isekais. Good film. Ooh, hey, what's the name of it? I'm quite curious. La, la, la. Ooh. And the thing you've sent just now in the Discord says no correlation. No correlation to the. For some reason, I had that one skit about the. Let's put that. Let's see if I have this in here. The three-headed monster. I had that open before I watched the stream. Well, I suppose I am watching the stream. I'm also in the stream though. Okay, trying to click on a link from the Discord. So, is this ooh, this is the one that you've sent. There's Magdala saying, I do agree with you, it was very romantic afterwards. Oh my. You also felt no muscle pain due to the adrenaline. It made contact. It made actual contact. Well, wow. I'm so sorry. Yes, this is, okay, talking for seriousness, what sky would you like to be sent to? Can it be said in public? Mine can't. I'm on several lists already. This world isn't ready to clown girl land. Which honestly just kind of puts One Piece into my head, because that's the last place that I could think of a clown character. One Piece, but everyone is women. Everyone woman One Piece. Clown Girl Land. There we go. There's Magdala saying, oh wait, ASMR stream for 10 minutes challenge. What have we got indeed? As you're saying, is it like any world you want to be isekai'd on, or is it isekai story? Char will lose the challenge. They just really don't want to give us the ASMR. Any world. Ooh. 10 minutes, you say? First of all, is this more of a tone, sort of softer? I literally don't know how it's coming across. I know we were kind of quiet already, and if I stop, damn, okay, I don't know if that's like within the range of, I don't know if everything I've said just now is within the range of possible ASMR, because whenever I've done it, I swear to everything, it has been unintentional. And so, because it has been unintentional, I do not know whether I can do it intentionally. There's WASMR 100 subscribers coming. And if they're around, sure, we shall never in fact say no to 100 subscribers unless they are so mean and nasty and all of that. Alright, I think I figured out what proportions I am wanting. We just got a 4-head reduction. It's a 3-head now, because we -1. How about that? I'm gonna see how much attempt at an ASMR I have within me. I do not think that it's very much. There's ASMR Charo is low energy Charo. So I cannot start shouting indignantly about something, but I have so many moments where I am feeling a little bit undignified about something that has been said. I'm okay, looking at this, and there has to be a science or a method for making the eyeballs that you're drawing look directly at you, but also I do not know if I've seen that before. Alright, so here's a little bit more of a style that I think could be interesting or good. Ooh. I haven't thought about putting fleshy dimples into a face, because normally when you smile, you just put fleshy dimples into your face, because that's the natural process of smiling. But if I do it like okay, if I didn't really mean to create this facial expression, but it is amusing me. So, over in the chat, Magdala is asking, oh god, where would I go? Think the ones I thought of are badish. Boiling Isles. That seems bad-ish to begin with also. There's Kaitai saying, which art style is this? Honestly, I tried to harken back to one that I had tried before, but I'm realizing, okay, one that I had tried to invent before, based on a couple of inspirations, but looking at this, you did this last time, okay, looking at the art style that I've put down so far, I did not invent the art style that I thought I had, because if I had, then it would be consistent, right? I It's been 1,000,000 years of trying to draw art styles. I just need to go ahead and listen to the ice cream truck, and I need to fill up some sketchbook pages or something. So, there's Magdalena saying, except for the pigeon fins that breathe spiders. Oh, I have no fears there. Give me your answer then. Which universe would you go? I mean, the best universe, if you get any fictional universe, it's always the Star Trek universe. You have a weird amount of suffering in Star Wars. Meanwhile, Star Trek, the whole premise of it is that you explore space if you're an adrenaline junkie, and that's where the shows take place. And if you're not an adrenaline junkie, then you have fully automated luxury gay space communism. Since the 60s, since the 1960s, they've known that this was the future. You're saying the 5 million, you're saying the million in 5 seconds became ashes? Very well, very good. You're saying ice cream in this climate? What temperature am I having right now? Almost 80 degrees of temperature for us still. So all you privileged northerners are having a better time, I'll say. There's ice cream is for all climates. But you think ice cream lobbyists like climate change maybe? I'm not gonna think about it. You would go to the land of ooh? Yeah, it's pretty much. You're saying raining and 40? It's I don't have that much experience with the colds. That's sounds like a very icy 40 or something, or at the very least a nearly icy one. Okay, there's Magdalena saying, in Star Trek you also have existential crisis all the time. I would imagine so, probably, yeah. I mean, you could probably do something to alleviate it, like if it's an internal existential crisis, maybe you can alleviate it. If it's an external one, then you have to be in Starfleet. Don't know what else to do there. Dilate those pupils like a cat, like someone you trust. Dilate them. A little bit more like this. Yeah. Maybe the question to wondering whether I have an art style, maybe the answer to that question, the only way to answer that question is to draw a comic or something. That's all I can see happening. Now, put the little chunky eyelashes up here while we're at it. Why not? Chunky. I like that from the previous character, if I must take some inspiration. There's Dr. Williams saying, how many Celsius? I'm not American. Sure. Let's find this out. Like a 80 degrees to Celsius. Whoa, 26.67. Shit, I've said it. God, why? Have fun wondering if you are still you after having your molecules reassembled billions of time and again. I mean, look, shouldn't we wonder if we are still ourselves after social media algorithms have been proven to influence public opinion somewhat, have they? I need to reread and summarize what exactly Cambridge Analytica, I don't know, said about the state of the world. I need to figure that out. I need to start doing school reports for fun. Just pick up a random subject and learn some more about it. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait, so Holy shit, that was on point. 26 is maybe okay. Wait, you have a temperature. You have a temperature conversion in your head ready to go. That's some fun stuff. So. Okay, am I living in the famous state? I hope not. I don't know. I think when I started this YouTube channel, I was like, either I'm going to live in a state of fame or of friendship, and golly gee, wouldn't you know, here we are, being friends or something. Yippee. And so, which one is this? Which one is this? Okay, am I still me after something else has put opinions into me? How about that? I'm gonna wonder about that in the world that I'm currently in. And are we still ourselves after a little bit of brain damage or a little bit of a hormonal imbalance? Am I still myself? Okay, so 26 is summer here, very much so. I have to know what 100. What was the highest that we had? At least 110. Let's put it up to 115. Whoa. Okay. So 46 degrees Celsius is our summers. I hope your summers stay so mild. We were having 45 degrees Celsius 2 months ago. The the are we all feeling the heat? I dare say, yeah. I want to draw like more facial expressions, I want to say. Facial expressions for sure. So Magdala telling us, no, you keep changing constantly and you are technically not you. And is this an argument for the transporter being not us, the transporter scenario? Or is it a commentary on the state of the world we have to deal with as our own little selves? And now I'm looking on my phone. Person that I'm trying to get to know. I've been sending like multiple memes a day. But, you know, at first I wondered, how can I possibly do this? I don't know how Lodes did it. Lodes, formerly known as Leviathan, formerly known as Lesbian Thong, didn't know how that individual did like the daily memes. But I guess just like saving something to my phone every single time I find something kind of funny, it kind of helps. But also, I can't tell how bad it is to like spam this person I try to get to know. So there's what I'm saying. Why is my temperature related comment not showing? What? Now that's oddly specific to get censored. We send we're sending some memes in here. There's Magdala saying, I was gonna say something, but is that Simon Petrikov over there? Very violent comment, Shadow. Daddy YouTube no likey. Oh my god. Okay. A Simon Petrikov. I don't particularly spot a Simon up in here. Greg is drawing some hot stuff though. I agree very much. What else? One of the suspicious things I've signed up for lately is Venmo. It's suspicious to me because I couldn't get it working immediately, and I'm not familiar with it, so that's suspicious to me. And now they're sending me spam emails. Can you believe this? God, why? This is some freaking cool art. Well, freaking I suppose the term is absolute fire. So you're saying below Greg's drawing it's the Ice King. Like this? You thought the character was hot in Wood Smash? Oh. I am in fact having, I don't know, several amount of sleepy if I cannot interpret anything whatsoever. Okay. Like maybe collecting the most fascinating art styles would help me out. I wonder if doing all of it, you're saying the sack over there, it even has the nose. Hello, Ice King. Good to see you, Ice King. Oh my. You know, I've often seen Simon Petrikov skittering around in the sewers, sometimes pet stores. Let's put like this. There's Sadie Williams saying, I only get emails from my friend. He's a Nigerian prince. He's going to give me a big part of his savings. I need to send him a few gift cards though. Hey, I'm sure that's gonna turn out howdy doody. That's gonna turn out really great. I'm sure if you send over $4,800 worth of gift cards, I'm sure that's gonna turn out really fine. Alright, what else am I looking at? Huh. It's been a few years. When did I comment that? Okay, it's been like 1 year since I was trying to comment on the webcomic The Hero's Savior. One of those things where I had set an alarm for it so I could be the first comment, and then if I was the first comment, then there's a higher chance I could be the best comment. What do I want to draw in here? I want to prove some creativity, maybe. I've been wondering about mashing concepts together. This the plant in the jar is getting very, very big these days. There's Magdella asking, how many Steam cards have you sent him? Oh my. I think this guy, I think it's either molding or steaming a little bit, which is concerning. Wait, are you saying the $4,800 is copyrighted? Well, if it's copyrighted, how can I engage in it? Oh my. This is like even bigger than when I last checked. I think maybe if that is in fact a mold in there, maybe I probably have to get this. Shit, dude. Fine. God. Okay, I do have to get this out immediately. It's so big in this little jar. Yeah, it's some kind of a little planthony. I guess I should try to save it today. I watered it last night, and the mold is sort of cropping up in there. I don't know if you can see that. Just some pure whiteness. It's cropping up in there this morning, but it hasn't affected the fellow up top yet. So, gosh, I mean, I guess we're gonna leave the root system in here. You broke your microwave. Kai questioning the mold. Yeah, let's see. You're saying change the soil. I don't know if I have successfully gotten rid of the mold before. Let's see if any of this is visible. Where do I think the most visible part is? Right there? Well, the room's still kind of bright, but it's like more white than it should be. I don't know, I'll just send a little picture in the Discord or something, because I'm pretty sure it's kind of lurking in there. Some kind of a little plant thing. It doesn't answer. Is that the one? I mean, I think I had one that also suffered a little bit of mold and then got really limp and then and then and then died. And so I don't know if this is that one or isn't it. I have now taken images of this plant to show what I could not really show on a singular camera. Take better care of living beings. I mean, it's very alive. It's gotten big. It's alive and it has gotten big. But this entire batch, I am not sure how to get rid of the spores in the area, I guess, that keep cropping up this way. There's, I'll put that in the your life part. You guys tell me if this looks like a mold. This is a side tangent, and there's since I'm penciling things in from where I started, there is like 9 minutes left in this stream. There is fully 9 minutes left in this stream. A cancer patient is also still alive. Well, look. Okay, wait. Other ones that I have here are also still alive, but they have not been the right color in months. Some of these dudes of the same species, of the same cutting, they're not dead somehow. They're not green either. I don't really know what's going on there. Actually, okay, wait. No, okay, wait. I see them get dehydrated is something that happens. I don't see them grow either. I see them get dehydrated, but I don't see them grow. So I don't know what's going on with those plants actually. But it's quite devastating to see a little bit of what appears to be mold on the roots of this thing. I didn't really think that I did not think that I put it that bad. You're saying, what am I doing? What the hell? I've killed so many beings, worms, plants, digital beings, snakes, fishes, and more. I have not personally killed a snake. I have not done that. We're zooming in. It's not normal for roots, I would think. Put the poor things out of their misery. Oh my goodness. Okay. Mercy killings are being advocated for. What we're saying here. Okay. I want a profession maybe, or something that has a cool accessory about it. I may not be able to repot this thing immediately or figure out how to save it immediately, but I can put it back in the sun. I was so excited about it too. It's literally the biggest, most healthy looking one on the window after a couple of them have kind of gone wrong. You're saying only the snake. Oh, excuse you. Give me a barber with big scissors. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because I thought that it could be a cool idea to combine that with something else. Going into it like, sure, what does a barber maybe look like? Ooh, I have some options. Okay, if I look up specifically like barbers from movies and things to start us off with a little bit of inspiration that way. What sort of big scissors can we get? You know, maybe this would be a fun direction to take art as well. Try to draw the cast of a movie. Okay, go like this. because I technically do keep on making time to draw and stuff. I don't keep on making, I don't know, progress or conscious, like, I don't know, ways to improve the drawing. There's, ooh, okay. A lesbian barber with the big scissors. Okay, are you putting puns on me, perhaps? Word play on me, perhaps? All right. We get a little bit of the forehead, but a lot of the smile. That's what I'll do for this one. Kind of like this. A lot of the smile. Kind of like this. A little forehead, a lot of smile. And what kind of nose are we having? Wish I could get a larger version of this reference image. Oh, okay, I kind of did, and then immediately fumbled it. What's going on here? What's going on here? Okay, get your nose like this, but also like this. And as Greg saying, my strat for creative ideas is what I like to call the date everything strat. Try to look at something and imagine what it would look like if it was human. See, that's simply brilliant. Simply excellent, dare I say. Alright, let's put some eyebrows in here. But we want the eyebrows to also show that you are laughing and having a great time. Here we have some great time eyebrows. What wordplay is lesbian with scissors? And there's, you know, I wondered if we were gonna go into some kind of complicated explanation there, because there are complicated explanations if you want to have wordplay or something. But yeah, just the simple two words next to each other. They scissor. That also works. Alright, what goes in here for the eyes? And go like this. This was supposed to be like a hat. A hat that is a little bit on backwards, I'm realizing. I started this out being like, what kind of art style shall I try? Well, here it is, based on a real person with a very lovely smile. Oh my gosh. This was like one of the first images that came up in my search for a barber. So I'm just lesbianifying somebody. So you're saying like the scissors that barbers use, and we are in fact going to put some kind of detail on this. Where we going? Where are we going? Get yourself a little bit small up in this square, so that we can have some scissors. And the scissors are perhaps the size of yourself. and that's something that works out quite nicely, doesn't it? Okay, do I remember what the anatomy of all of that is? Let's go in here, and there are blades in the quickest sketch which I have before a stream can end. This is kind of heart-shaped. That's nice. So you're saying it's because most hairdressers are women, hence more chances for being lesbian. This where are we going? Where are we gonna end up? I'm so curious. The journey that we're on right now, as we as we go around the terms of scissors as it relates to lesbianism. You know what? Yeah, take me through a breakdown of tools, actually. Alright, so we're gonna have, I think I can't like see the rest of this reference image, but I think it would be cool to have like a awesome like tied off shirt maybe, go like this, and you're like, I have noticed lately that when I am too warm, if I expose my tummy, then I become cooler. And when I was in the Philippines, all of the uncles and stuff were were also employing this strategy, and I wasn't sure what the rave of crop tops with with middle-aged men was going on at first, but then I realized, oh yeah, it's hot right now. Hello, Aisha Love. What time of day is it? How are you doing? Hello to you. Let's put some more character design up in here. I do not know if I've succeeded in the title of this stream, where I am attempting to draw a type per se. Don't know. In fact, I've barely succeeded in a type of art style. But let's I don't know. It's the last minute of a stream before I have to go, because we took up, honestly, my time slot in the day before this, and and it was mostly technical difficulties, though, trying to figure out why is my CPU 100% being used. That doesn't seem right. That does not exactly seem right. But hello, how are you? They're saying it's slang, don't holla back, girl. It's okay, yeah, that works. You're saying, did someone draw Jaro as their type? Honestly, I that's because I've gotten off track. I've gotten off track, and this is a trap. This is a trap. Togor is someone's type, and the shrimp is also someone's type, and and it's this is very funny to me. Okay, so here we go. Da-da. What should I rename the stream to if I have not exactly succeeded in the initial challenge to draw one's type? Perhaps is it simply drawing like different art styles or something? I do not know. I do not know. I got off track. I'm completely off track, okay? Here's a character that I haven't heard before from an anime that I haven't watched, and I've drawn this as well. here's here's a scissor wielder with the biggest weapon that you're gonna see maybe ever, and some highly practical pants. I cannot deny a woman some highly practical pants. Oh my goodness. Alright, so let's cuff the sleeves. Why not? That's what we're doing next. We're gonna cuff the sleeves. We're gonna cuff the sleeves over here. Everything has gone to hell in a handbasket. There's Macdella, who declares that you're back right as soon as we enter the clone fucking allegations. Well, this has been a very eventful stream, sort of a time slot sort of a thing. I have the urge to draw some lovely dimpled elbows. That's something that happens. I have the urge to draw some of the hand, some of this going on, and what a wonderful world this is. You're saying, false alarm, managed to hold back and did not throw up. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I do not know if looking at the screens or anything helps with the nausea. Ginger ale is supposed to help. Do you have that around? Or a carbonated beverage, if you have it around. Well, I hope you shall be alright, and I shall in fact end this stream. So thanks for hanging out. I think that I want to come back to this same canvas, since we have so many interesting squares to view. There's talk of a cutie patootie. I am glad to have given us a cool version of a barber out here. There's oh my god. So um so let's end the stream just in time to dodge the allegations, dare I say. We're gonna figure out what part of OBS was causing all of this, and and I will see you next time. Thanks for being here.